Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Amy plays Caprichrome, and she devours an Arcbound prototype. Of course, Caprichrome will get the +1/+1 counter because it devoured a creature, but can Amy also use the modular counters from Arcbound prototype and put those on Caprichrome also? Okay, so the first thing I want to direct everybody's attention to is the fact that both of these cards are indeed artifacts. It doesn't matter that there are more colors than artifacts traditionally are. The game sees that the word artifact is on their type line, and that's all it really cares about. This means that the play is legal as described, in that it is a possible legal play to put +1/+1 counters from modular abilities onto Caprichrome, and also to devour artifacts such as modular prototype using the devour artifact ability that appears on that card as well. So, now that we've got that step out of the way, let's take a closer look at both of Devour and Modular's entries in the CR and make an evaluation on exactly what will happen in the game. If you look at the CR entry for Devour, you'll see that it takes place as the creature with Devour is entering the battlefield. This means that this is a replacement effect, and it replaces the event of that creature entering the battlefield with a different event of that creature entering the battlefield and some stuff getting sacrificed and some +1/+1 counters being put onto that creature with Devour. Now, that doesn't look too great for being able to put +1/+1 counters with the modular onto it. The reason being is because modular is a triggered ability, which means that the target would have to be in play at the time that the ability goes on the stack. But if the ability is going to trigger during the time when you're sacrificing that creature with modular, then that also would happen in the process of the creature with Devour entering the battlefield. So it doesn't seem like they would both be in play at the same time. This might not look super great for being able to put those +1/+1 counters on it, but let's take a close look at exactly what will happen. Remember that with triggered abilities do not choose their targets until the time when the triggered ability is put onto the stack. And it also happens to be the case that triggered abilities do not get put onto the stack immediately when they trigger. Rather, they wait until the next time a player would get priority, and then they go on the stack immediately before that player gets priority. That means that the sequence of events involved in this play is going to look something like this. First, we decide that Caprichrome is entering the battlefield. As it's entering the battlefield, Amy is going to sacrifice modular prototype to it. Then, the replacement effect modifies the event to Caprichrome enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, and sacrifice modular prototype. As that event happens, the modular prototype's modular trigger ability is going to trigger. However, it's not going to be put onto the stack until the next time a player gets priority, which happens after the spell of Caprichrome is finished resolving. After it finishes resolving, it will be on the battlefield, so a player will be about to get priority. That means that any triggered abilities that might have happened during this time, like for example the modular one, are going to be put onto the stack. And with that, you are able to target the Caprichrome with it, because the Caprichrome has successfully entered the battlefield by this point. This is a pretty neat trick, right? And I imagine it's something that probably could show up a fair amount in limited formats involving this set. And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.